I remember when I received my bachelor's of science in electrical engineering. I thought I had accomplished something, and I allowed myself to be defined by it. Got a year later, I got a job up in New York. Moved from Maryland to New York. And for my age, I was 22 at the time. Started making, some cheddar. And I allowed myself to be defined by it. And I remember being able to help so many different people, whether it was my siblings, whether it was my friends. I began to do so, and that defined me. I allowed it to define me, even to the point of establishing other businesses over time. I invested in properties, had like, I would say 6. I allowed that to define me. Nobody knew about the properties that I had, not even my family members, but I had them nonetheless. And so I defined myself by the material things that I gained on this earth. And over time, God had to humble me. And I'm grateful for the humility experience that I had to go through. I'm leaving out a lot. The goal is to tell you about how I defined myself through the material things, based off of my carnality way of thinking. And so once God allowed me to be humble, meaning I lost everything except my children. That praise God for that. and those are gifts, that he's lending to me, and I praise God for that. And so as I lost everything, I still had not learned my lesson with being humble. Like, wow, God, why did I lose everything? And this is over a period of time. It didn't happen all at once. And so I had gone through life not really learning the lesson of why, until I realized who I am. And it has nothing to do with my flesh, but that which is inside of me, that is being loaned to this earth so that my soul can prosper. I gained the world, but I actually was losing my soul, the salvation of it anyway. And I'm not coming from a religious point of view, by the way. I'm coming from a spiritual point of view. And because I was like, I had always been hearing treasures of God. You can either build your treasures on earth, which are temporary, or you can build your treasures in heaven. Sorry, the insects, dragonflies. I gotta look at the meaning of dragonflies. And so I didn't know the importance of building my treasures in heaven. And I never even really understood what that meant anyway. What the heck is treasures in heaven? And then one day when I did look it up, it was talking about really the fruits of the Spirit: the wisdom, joy, love, peace, understanding. I call it understanding, not understanding. Those are the treasures. And I was like, so why is that so important? Because it's the spirit that we need to feed, because that's what we are, that we are a part of God. And so as I began to understand the treasures in heaven need to be built up within me so that I can be then I can accomplish being powerful in God, an authoritative spirit of God, and as that part of me is awakened. And now I understand why God allowed me to lose everything, so that I would not be defined by the things of this temporary world, be in the world but not of it. And so now I understand to get the treasures of heaven, then I have to learn from all of the experiences that God allowed me to go through, so that I could obtain his wisdom, his knowledge, his understanding, his love, his joy, his peace. And then as I seek him, then those things, those material things, and his spiritual things will be added unto me: the power, the authority, and of course gaining whatever I want to gain here. But he is the one that I need to be seeking first. Peace out.